Hello, nerd. How are you doing
Hello.
tonight? Oh, hello to everyone in the chat. Let's see who we got here. All right, let's see. Okay, we got hey Mitt's watching. We got Grace Case. Hey, there's Fish Nerd. Wait, you're already here.
I'm in here.
You're already in here.
Grace.
Hey, April. Hey, April and Jeff Films Aquatics. Oh, I'm sure we got some other people lurking. Yeah.
I'm sure there's some more lurking, and some will make their presence known, and there will be more shuffling in later.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
mean,
discriminate.
oh, well,
Oh,
y'all, it's been a week, and it has been a week since the last time we were here. Oh, I have a kitty sidekick with me tonight that's decided he wants to join the stream, and hopefully he will not end up in the tank.
and if he does, we'll put water wings on him and call him a catfish.
Yep, and then he can be a part of the cult. I mean, not the cult. It's not a cult.
Yeah, the cult that's not a cult.
So,
Everybody
oh,
hoist your shot glass of tank water.
oh. So I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna hit the camera. Hey, quiz.
Quiz.
Oh, hey, Mrs. C. Let's give the people something to look at here.
Okay. Well, I'll do the same. I got to
Whee!
clean this tank a little bit, but the
I
little
I did.
Julies are actually getting out and being a little more active.
Oh, my angelfish are just, they're kind of happy. They have a really clean tank right now.
Oh yes,
Cat Ninja, hey, how's it going?
Super Kitty.
We got extra kitties in the stream tonight.
Yeah.
Uh, so, y'all, I have just found the best thing in fish keeping, and it's awesome. And like, if you're ever gonna get a fish tank, you should buy one of these with your tank. Like, if you don't have, just buy one. Just spend the money. Just get it. Fish Nerd sent me a Python water change system. Oh my goodness, that thing is amazing.
They are. They are. I would have kept it myself, but my fish room is not set up for such a device. And I had a funny feeling you would find it extremely useful.
Oh yeah, because normally for me to change just one tank, it takes me about an hour to siphon the water out and then pour gallons of water back into the tank. And you got to remember, I have two 20-gallon tanks and two 29-gallon tanks. So that's a lot of time right there. And I did one 29-gallon tank in 7 minutes earlier. So I'm
Oh yeah.
very, very excited about that.
The thing to
So
watch out
tomorrow,
is keep an eye on it because you can empty out an entire tank before you know it, and then you can also overfill an entire tank before you know it.
well, that's how I ended up doing a 50% water change earlier, is because I happened to like turn my head for half a second, and the next thing I know, I was like, oh, that's a lot of water gone. I was like, oh, that's a little bit more than I wanted to do, but okay. So yeah, but they should be happy because they just got a big water change today, and yeah, they probably want food more than anything. They're probably like, could you feed us now, ladies? Since changed our water, took all our snackies we were hiding away. Yeah, because they
Yeah.
even got the gravel bag too.
Oh
So,
yeah. It works. They are wonderful. They are wonderful. It makes water changes and cleaning goes so much faster and easier. No carrying buckets.
Yeah, that was the one thing that I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have to lug another bucket.
Well, not for most of them.
Well, yeah. Okay, so like a 5 gallon tank, that's I'm still I wouldn't use the Python to do that one because I would probably drain all of the water in it in like 2 seconds. It'd be like done. Like everything's gone. But yeah, for the big tanks, that thing was great. I was like, oh man, I'm doing all the tanks
Yes.
tomorrow. They're all they're getting new decorations. We were gonna put them in today, but it I had a doctor's appointment this morning and it went a little longer than we expected. So I was in Atlanta for like over 4 hours just at the doctor. So that sucked. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, things happen. So tomorrow we'll do it. And I'm going to be putting some extra driftwood in here and some caves for the plecos. And we're finally going to get Mrs. Pleco out of here because she's
Yeah,
got
I see you're peeking. I see you're peeking. She's still not
it.
moved.
No, I tried to get her when we were doing the water change earlier, and she was like, I was like, okay, okay, so you're gonna make me empty everything in the tank. I see what you're gonna do.
Yep.
So it's coming down to it tomorrow. Everything but the plants coming out, and
And even
she's
some of them
gonna
are coming out.
yeah, everything that
I
can
have
be moved is coming out.
I have chased plecos before. It's not the nicest, easiest thing to do.
No, some of them are just not cooperative, and the smaller
Oh,
they are, the harder they are to catch. I've noticed.
oh yes.
Get
Oh
those
yes.
bug bites in here. There you go. You guys have a snack. Kitty, would you not do that? Don't knock the camera over. Thank you. Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
so
Sean's here. Hey, Sean.
I made it. He's gonna keep me in check.
She can do that. Do you ever behave?
I try. Never said
Okay,
I was
I'll give
always
you
successful.
that. They are. I didn't know I was gonna like the angelfish as much as I did until I got them. I was really intimidated by them. I
But
really
now you
was.
will never give them up.
No, now I have to figure out how I'm gonna keep more than like two or three of them because Mr. Mousey wants to keep some too. So,
In the 29s, you should not have a problem with groups of four.
okay, then four of them it is. The others are gonna probably have to find new homes because
Oh,
tank
there's
space.
Foxy.
Hey, Foxy, she's here but not here.
She's here but not here. She just texted me that she's got an auction going with lots of Corys, and I told her I would check in after the stream, so I'm in
Oh,
trouble.
awesome. Ooh. I can get them to kind of synchronize swim for you, Grace. They kind of want to come and
Yeah, there's not much
sometimes they
controlling the Julies.
no, they just kind of do what they want to do.
Julies are doing Julie things.
I'm trying to see if I see any of them hidden in there.
Well,
Oh,
there's the one up front.
yep,
Let's
I just
see.
saw that one.
And the other two are swimming around in amongst the rocks.
Yeah, I think I just saw one swimming in there in a crack.
Yep.
Oh, but yeah, so thanks to Fish Nerd, I have some new toys to play with in the tanks this week. Gonna get some stuff changed around. Very excited about that.
Oh yeah.
All right, Grace, we will see you later.
Take care, Grace. Glad you could make it.
If I put Nemo in with them,
Nemo
they
would
might,
die.
yeah, Nemo might get eaten. Angels look sweet and innocent, but they will tear stuff up. The only reason they don't mess with the plecos is because they're armored.
Well,
They know
basically,
the
angels are fairly peaceful for the most part, unless, of course, they can fit into an angel's mouth. And if it fits in the angel's mouth, it is no longer tank mate, it is food. And they have deceivingly large mouths.
Mrs. C. Sometimes fish don't feel the same way the sharks did, and they don't realize that the fish aren't food or friends, and they're just food. They're like, oh, we're just gonna eat that.
Yeah, yes, they do love crushed snails.
Yes, yeah, they do. Snails and brine shrimp and worms. They really love worms. And the stray
Bugs.
moth that happens to fall in your tank in the middle of the night, you wonder what are they doing? And oh my goodness, that's the moth, and you don't have a chance to get it out of there. You're like,
Oh,
wow, that was quick. It's very like you think sharks are like bad at swarming. Oh my goodness, a group of hungry angels will tear stuff up.
oh yes. Oh
I have
yes.
seen it happen.
And they will fight over pieces.
Oh yeah, I've seen one pull a worm out of another one's mouth, and then the one that got it taken got mad and was like, "Give me that back."
Yep.
They're like triangle shaped piranhas.
Oh yeah.
They don't have very good table manners either. They kind of spit their food everywhere, I've noticed.
Yeah. Well, they don't have fingers to hold forks.
Exactly. You know, this guy right here, down here at the bottom, yeah, that one that just swam. Yeah, the big one is getting kind of aggressive. But
And
yeah,
showing
this,
markings of probable male.
yeah, there's certain parts of the tank when they're in it and the others get in it, he runs them the heck off. It's like, no, leave me alone. So he's being nice right now. I'm gonna call him a he until we don't know that he's
Yeah.
a he. But yeah, uh, he does. He goes after the food first and runs everyone off. I think my little baby guy is in hiding right now from him. Yeah, the eighth one. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Where is the eighth little guy? He's probably hiding up in the plants.
Probably.
Yeah.
One, two, three.
So hopefully I can get some better shots on the baby plecos that were born a couple of weeks ago that I didn't know about. They are
Your surprise,
getting
Plecos.
my surprise plecos that they
Uh,
really, yeah, didn't.
uh, and but 6 to 8 months before they even start thinking about breeding.
Okay, so I still have a little bit of time before they're gonna start doing their
Right.
breeding thing. Okay, cool. 'Cause
They may
Sean hadn't
start.
asked that, I would have.
They may start pairing in about 4 months.
Okay.
That's when you need to get the the slates and the spawning areas ready for them. And
Okay.
Juju,
Hey, Juju. And squids are their best friends. Just so you
yes,
know, in Juju's world, squids are awesome. Thanks to Juju, I now have a plan. It's gonna happen. It's not gonna be anytime soon. It's going to take a little while. But once I have figured out how to, successfully keep and breed the fish and everything, and I can have a much bigger tank. I saw someone who went and saved an octopus from a, a a grocery store, like a fish market kind of thing, like a live octopus. So I'm thinking maybe we could get a squid and save a squid.
that would be tricky. That's going to be a big tank.
That is going to be a big tank. I don't think that's going to happen. But I was like, maybe we could save a squid.
Yeah. Octopus,
I love.
we could do. There's um even a cuttlefish we could do.
Ooh, a cuttlefish would be great. Cuttlefish are so cute. Okay, I'm down for the cuttlefish. Sorry, Juju, we have moved from squid to cuttlefish. But, because squids are, you're right, squids are a lot. So once I get moved and we get
Fish
everything
Teresa,
set up, it's Teresa. Hey, Teresa.
Teresa made it. I knew other people come sneaking in
Yeah.
later.
Oh, and since Juju is here, if you could you pull up Jeff Bellum Aquatics channel for me and drop a link?
Yes, please.
He has a channel. I caught his live the other day. Um, so yeah, just want to give him a shout out. And you know, he has some fishy content that is actually pretty good.
He is part of our cult that is not a cult.
The, Addicted Fish Keepers of America, or the aquatic division, whichever one you want to
Yeah,
call. You
wetheads.
know.
Oh, here comes another Julie around the flower pot.
They're all coming out to say hey.
Just haven't seen that last little catfish though.
I'm thinking he's just hiding really good somewhere.
I'm hoping that's all.
That's a good one, Juju. Thank you. But yeah. So this week I'm cleaning up the tanks. Gonna get all of the filters switched over. Well, not all of them. So in my 29
There's the third
and
one.
oh,
Went under the center little cave.
oh, okay. Okay, I see it there.
Yep.
Think. Yeah. Um the snow tank is it's going. I need to clean it up, and I think I am gonna move the snails out of that tank and give them a different tank, separate them from the quarries completely. Um, put them in just a smaller. Um, I'm gonna put them with my endlers that are coming. Um, that should be here hopefully by September. we're hoping y'all get to, get to see the new crew when they get here. They're gonna, yeah. I'm very excited for those guys to get here. But oh, sorry, excuse me. Um, yeah, I'm gonna redo the snail tank. I don't know what's going on with the 29 and why that's not working, but yeah, gonna move them to a different tank, get it set up, and then gonna get Mr. and Mrs. Whiskers put in the 20, the other 20 that I have. And now that I have a way to do like water changes in like half a second, like instantly, I am gonna get hopefully all that done this week. Because that's been the biggest problem is how long it takes to do the water change. By the time I get all of the water changes done, I'm exhausted. It's like
Oh
a
yeah.
lot. So um yeah. And I'm gonna try to get some more of the plants put in this tank, and I've got some more plants to go in the 29. So
What
yeah,
has that Pleco got on? Oh, piece of food.
yeah.
I was concerned for a minute.
It's like
Pleco belly for Juju.
it is a big one. She is ready to have those babies.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
so she's
I,
got a
I'm
she's
I'm surprised the big male in there has not cornered her yet.
and I really think if I would have put the cave in there earlier, he would have. But I am gonna try to get her out tomorrow, and like I said, I'm gonna get everything out of there. We're gonna chase her down, and then I'm gonna get some caves put in this one. I've got a cute little hide for the little babies too that Fish Nerd sent me. That is adorable. So
That is actually it's an Episto cave, but it works
oh okay.
beautiful for hides.
Um
So when you
yeah
step up to playing with the pistogrammas, you have a cave for them already.
oh cool. For right now we'll just use it for the little baby fleckos.
Yeah.
They'll break it in for them,
Well,
like
yes.
break, draw on the walls, act like kids in there, have a few parties. But yeah. So now I'm gonna clean up all the tanks and get all the stuff set up. Get the snails back on the channel because I miss watching, the
The
Paris
parasnailing,
snailing. That
yeah,
was the best right there. So
it was
yeah,
always good.
it was.
And
And
eventually get the sea monkeys back.
yes, the sea monkeys will be back by October, y'all. I've given myself a deadline to get everything set up. So by
Bring the little
October, everything,
show off the little Formosa again.
yes.
How is
Well,
that
those
colony
hopefully
doing?
they are doing really good. They have a bunch of babies in there right now, and I really need to get like a few of them out of the 5 gallon tank I have them in. So hopefully tomorrow after I get everything cleaned up, get some stuff moved around, I'm gonna set up their 10. I'm gonna set up their 10 gallon for them tomorrow.
No, I'm not
And
instigator. I'm enabler. There's a difference.
he really has like seriously like now I'm ready to like set up 3 new tanks all because I can like put water in them faster. It's like, oh, I can fill this tank up in 2 minutes. That's great. Let's go. So yeah, get all that done starting tomorrow. Mr. Mousey was excited when we were sitting there trying to figure out how to use the Python. that was great. He was like, "Okay, how do we put this thing together?" And I was like, "Give me a minute. I have to watch a YouTube video."
It's not difficult.
It really wasn't. It took me like half of the video to get to understand what the guy was doing to it. I was like, okay, so we need to do this, this, and
And
this, and then put it.
anyone ever had a waterbed back in the 80s, they know how that little pump works.
And surprisingly, Mr. Mousey did have a waterbed.
Yep.
So he was like, oh, I know what I'm doing now. Bam.
Yeah. I could have told I should have told you that, but I didn't. I
Yeah,
left you
as
to
soon
your
as
own
we
devices and you succeeded.
yeah, like I was like, and I told him, I was like, if we have any questions, if we can't figure it out, I was like, I can call Nerd. I was like, he's there. I'll call
Yep.
him. It'll be fine. So yeah, we got he's just made it faster for me to, set up new tanks. So now it's on. Even the kids were excited. They were like, "Oh, this is cool." That's the one thing everyone has disliked was having to lug the buckets of water and have to dump it out, which the plants loved because
Yeah.
it's fish tank water. What's not to love?
Yeah.
But
And it was your workout program.
yes, it was my workout program. My arms are actually kind of buff right now from all those buckets and gallons, and it's like back and forth, back and forth.
Now, just imagine
Luckily,
doing that on a 125-gallon tank.
oh my goodness, I don't think I could. I'd have to go buy like, a bunch of yeah, no, I didn't know. I didn't.
Hose and pump and
Oh, tomorrow is the full moon.
ah,
I thought that might
cool,
be coming up.
cool.
Ah, I keep hitting sorry.
Okay, we're about at the half-hour mark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to the angel tank. Unless
Oh yeah,
there
let's see how your angels are doing.
no, it's dirty. It's dirty. It needs a
Well,
water change. I was gonna get to it and I just didn't get to it.
sometimes it happens. And I felt really
But
bad
I
because
gave
like I was too
away.
on my angelfish tank, I was 2 weeks behind on doing their water change. So I did feel kind of bad about that. There's a lot more fish in this one than the other tanks, so yeah.
All right. Let's
Luckily,
see
you were
how
like, we're
that
eating it.
looks. I don't get a preview until I hit this button. Oh, okay.
They do look kind of similar, except you have a lot
I
more.
can't imagine why.
Because they're related.
Exactly. It will be nice. Bunch of food in for them.
Yeah, imagine you do that with
Waiting for him
with
to
some
eat.
bloodworms and it's over.
Oh gosh, yes.
Well, I did just change it today, so I do need to clean the glass though. The glass is kind of is yeah, it's getting there. My plants are doing the pearling thing with the oxygen on them.
Oh, that's a
And
good thing.
yeah, like all like I don't hang on, I'll see if I can show it to you. Hang on. See over here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
those
then
are
I've noticed
those
like
are
a bunch
happy
of it up there.
plants.
They're putting out lots of oxygen in that water. So there's a lot of nutrients in there. Probably because I didn't do the water change for so long.
Yeah, lots of nutrients in mine too. That's why The lace plant's getting all the algae.
You know what though? That does look really cool on that lace plant. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of like, is mine gonna do that? Because I really kind of wanted to do that.
No, you really don't want it to do it. It's a good way to hurt the hurt the lace plant.
Oh no, then I don't want it to do that.
No, you really don't. It's kind of neat, but yeah, it's not what you want.
And yeah, tomorrow the lace plant's gonna get moved to the angelfish tank. So we'll see what it does in there. See if I can get it big again. It's down to like two little leaves. So I want to get it moved before it ends up croaking. So yeah, moving plants,
Well,
gonna
it
finally.
it may be wanting to winter, so and I told you about wintering upon Aegietans. They'll
You did.
basically lose, most, if not all, their leaves. And that's when you dig the bulb out, keep it in a wet paper towel and in a cool area, not quite refrigerator cool, but a cool area for 2, 3, 4 months, and then plop it back in.
Okay. We do have a Sarge 2.0. He is just in another tank right now. If I put him in the tank with the angelfish, they would probably pick him to death.
Uh, the angels will destroy mystery snails.
So hopefully by next week, I'm gonna give myself a gonna say, hey, I have to get it done. But I am gonna work on the snail tank this week and get the snails moved over because they really do need to be in a different tank than the one they're in. So we have a new Snarge. His
Snarge.
name is now Snarge.
Yep.
So we have a new Sarge. Um, and he is from
We
the same
hereby
group,
rename him Snarge.
Snarge, Snarge the snail. And yeah, so hopefully we'll be seeing him soon. And so the Formosas and the snail tank. We do need orgies, snorgies. We
Yep.
do. We need the snorgies. Yes, that
Actually,
is
yeah,
that is my goal.
the Formosa and the mystery snail would be a good mix.
Then that's what I'll just put them together then. They can because I
Yeah.
have my one bacon wrap that I have left is actually in that Formosa tank right now with them. So I will work on that tomorrow after I get all the new plants and the caves and the lady out of this one. And hopefully by next Saturday we will see the new Formosa tank. New and
I
improved
hope so.
Formosa tank next Saturday.
I hope so.
So y'all gotta hold me to it.
They are fun little fish, and emphasis on little.
Yes, they are little, but they are really cool. And the babies are so cute. I've got like a little ball of moss in their tank. And if you sit there and watch it, all of a sudden you see like five or six babies come out of there and just start picking at the moss
Oh
on the
yeah.
outside, and then they get scared and then they dive right back into it. So it's great fun to watch.
Oh gosh, yes. And tell me the numbers have doubled.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that's why they need a bigger tank. They definitely need a bigger tank at this point. I did lose a couple, but I think they were older
Right.
out of the group because they were much larger, the ones that I did lose. And I didn't lose a lot. It was like one week I lost one and a week later I lost another. So I think they were
Right.
two of the older ones in the group. And that was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. And that happens.
So yeah, hopefully next Saturday, you know what? Yeah. Because I was gonna have to change over filters on the 29 and the Formosa tank anyway, and their tank just needs to be upgraded as it is. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do this week. Get the Formosa set up and the snails so
My
we can have them.
project, my project that has been, we're working on getting things together. I have not too far away from these two tanks, a 55 that used to be my big planted display tank that I need to get redone. So I've been trying to put things together to get that redone and go out and get a whole bunch of new plants for it right away and then figure out what I'm putting into it for fish.
See, that's the one thing if I had, I wish I could have like a big 55-gallon or something larger like that, so I could have like, more options of fish. But
Right,
at the same time, I always seem to get drawn back to the little smaller fish as it is. So,
right. And maybe one day, you know, with a
hey,
little
Cristola.
crystal.
Well, right now, we haven't seen any of the mating because the only
They're
ones
not
that
old
I
enough.
have, yeah, none of my fish are old enough after the great crash of 2024 happened. So, yeah, since I lost all the guppies and well, the Formosas are breeding, but you don't really see them. They hide.
Oh, they hide and they're very quick.
Yeah, they are real quick. But pretty soon we'll be seeing these guys going at it. And my kiddo got to see Mr. and Mrs. Whiskers, him shove her in a cave.
Yeah,
I've never even seen that happen.
yeah.
They just
And the
got lucky that
whiskers
it was safe.
tend to do that under cover of darkness, usually.
Or
Eventually,
Randall.
we may be able to catch the Corys.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the motion detector camera back on the 29 that I used to have for Mr. Whiskers when he would come out of the cave. When Yeah, I think I'll put that back on there. So maybe in next week if they it's been storming all day. So no, this channel is not G rated
No,
at all. This is not fish keeping for children, but
I would say PG 13
yeah, but hopefully we can catch the
Okay,
Corys
PG
mating.
12.
Storming. They're the females are ready. It's just the one or two guys that I've got have to get their ducks in a row.
Well,
It's
actually,
separated.
actually, it is driven by the females, and they aren't going to listen to the males until they are ready. They set the pace.
Ah, well, they all need to get it together over there. And I really
Right.
think once I get some of get the tank cleaned out because it needs a water change. I'm gonna give it a nice cold water change tomorrow.
Yep.
Gonna get the snails out of there. And yeah, you may be too young. I think we're all too young for this channel. But yes,
Higher
hopefully
than
we
higher than
we
13. Okay, how about PG 15?
PG maybe 17. Yes, but hopefully we will be seeing some fish mating soon, especially once the new additions come. Because see you later, Cristola. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah. Take
I'll send
care,
you a message
Cristola.
later. And my cats have already started. Oh boy, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe these angels are going to end up over in the 55. I don't know. Probably, and they'll probably
They're
live in that 55 and until they're old enough to start pairing off. And when they start pairing off, then it's going to be mad scramble to find the pairs homes.
yeah, because I could see that being a big issue, having too many mated pair,
Oh, yeah.
in the tank, and oh my goodness.
I had what? I had a group of 7 angels in a 55 before, and a pair decided to lay eggs. They had the other 5 fish plus the plecos that were in that tank in the far corner, and they had the rest of the tank. So,
Yeah, that's some territorial behavior right there.
right.
So I have a question real quick. Um,
Okay.
on the German Rams, what size tank would I need to keep a breeding pair in?
A breeding pair.
Hmm.
The guy I got these from kept them breeding in a 10-gallon, believe it or not.
Really?
Yes.
I don't
If
know. The more
you're,
I keep seeing the Rams, the more I keep like going, I want a pair of those.
they
I
are
don't think I'm
pretty, they
ready
are
yet, but
nice. But I think, honestly, let's start with angels. When you're successful with angels, then we will talk rams.
yeah, I don't need to get in
Baby
over my
steps.
head with fish either. Yeah, stick with the plecos, the angels, the endlers, and the Formosa for now. And I still
And the
do
corys.
have in the quarters, and the two random Harlequin Rasboras that I have that are still that we haven't seen since the shrimp tank. Okay, and they're still here. I'm very proud that I've kept those two fish alive this whole time. Okay, so that is
Well,
that is an accomplishment right there. And they have like an ecosystem tank set up because I feed them once every 3 days, and they have one little sponge filter in there that I clean out like once every couple of months, and they are thriving in there.
oh yeah,
And
they
surprisingly,
are
like the snails aren't bad in that tank. There's only like a handful of them in that tank.
because you are not feeding that tank near as much.
That's why I keep trying to like I've had to get on to everyone in the house because especially the angels, like when someone walks by, they go and they give them a sad puppy dog eyes, like we're so hungry. Please feed us. We're really hungry over here.
Well,
And of course, what do you see when you see that happen? You feed them. So I'm like, y'all can't
right.
feed them every 10 minutes.
Well, feeding them like that helps them grow.
That is true. They do get fed twice a day right now,
Yeah.
and I give the
Now,
plecos green beans every
when
2
you
days.
get small ones, when you get your fry, heck, you can encourage them to feed the fry every 10 minutes. They would love it.
Yeah. Now, when that happens, absolutely, I'll be like, hey, you know, you wanna feed those guys? Here's the food. Have at it.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, there's like some of the tanks I have to tell them, hey, kind of slow it down, y'all. Or at least tell me that you've done it so I know when they've been fed.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, Juju's gonna eat her fries.
Well, hopefully next week we will. Like I said, I'm sitting. I'm putting myself on a deadline to get that Formosa tank reset, get them moved, get the snails in there, and I've got some valves I can put in for them. They have an Anubius. I do believe I have some Java Fern already. So yeah, I've got some stuff they can definitely pair a snail off of.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully by next week we will be parasnailing again. Now Mrs. C is gonna go eat the fish. Well, y'all, I am gonna go
Okay.
ahead and probably wrap this up for tonight. But stop by next week when I unveil hopefully the Formosa tank. That's what we're gonna do next Saturday night. I am gonna show off my newly redone Formosa tank. It's been a long time coming. They need to be upgraded anyway, so we're gonna get on that.
Yeah. And
And she
maybe I
just
might have time and ambition to maybe even throw together another new little tank. I don't know.
well, we'll see
It
what
would be
happens,
fun.
and it would be. And I've got a brand new grow out tank to set up too, so I need to figure out where I'm gonna put that and go ahead and get that cycling. And Juju's gonna have a fish fry because for some reason that sounds good. So hopefully I will be back this Wednesday. I don't have anything planned. I didn't have anything planned this week, but my house decided that the electricity, didn't want to work. That happens sometimes. It does.
Seven
That
tanks in
would
a row.
that would
Hmm.
be
Challenge
that would
accepted.
be interesting. We could probably do that. And I would like to thank everyone for stopping by. Please do the YouTube things like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
Lick the button. Join the cult that's not a cult.
Um, if you like games, trivia, and pop culture, stop over by Shenanigans with Grace and Mrs. C and Carly on Thursdays. Uh, we've got Claire doing true crime on Tuesdays, and I believe she's live on Fridays and Sundays. And then we got Foxy's on Thursday, the same as
And,
Mrs. C and
Friday
Grace,
morning.
and
Don't
Friday
forget
morning.
Fox.
She
Yep.
does fishy content. I don't know when Jeff goes live. I just found his channel, so I'll put that in the description box. But and there is a new channel that I've been watching called After Dark with Michaela. She's got a crew over there. I believe it's like true crime, pop culture kind of stuff too. Uh, yeah, yeah. So I'm not sure of her streaming schedule either, but it is what it is. And if you like that kind of stuff, there's content for you to go check out.
Oh yes.
So yeah, plenty of stuff to watch. And I would like to thank everyone for being here tonight. Y'all have a great week, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Good night, everybody.